What we do here is go back.
Hello everybody, this is the Bulldozer, and thank you for giving me your time, and thank you for watching another one of my videos. I really do appreciate it. In the background, you're going to be watching some Call of Duty Cold War beta gameplay. Then I got like something like 18 knife eliminations in this. Got the knife all maxed out, and that's actually what I'm working on right now as I record this. I'm maxing on a couple weapons that are up in the 40s. But what I want to talk to you today about is if you are going to be getting or have gotten the Xbox Series X console. Now maybe that's, you wanted that one because you don't like disc or whatever. A decision might actually come back to bite you in the butt, because and that's going to be to blame strictly by Activision and the makers of Call of Duty, because of the size of these files are absolutely insane. The Xbox Series X has a 512 gigabyte hard drive in it, and who knows how much of that 512 you're going to get, because you got system files and everything that's going to be on that. So we take the game like Modern Warfare, and I thought it was funny because I had to log into Modern Warfare. I haven't played Modern Warfare since I think Season 2 maybe, and I had to download packs that I already had, and I think it was because the Special Ops or whatever the hell it's called came out. Well, my Data Pack 2 or whatever it was, you'll see the picture here in a minute, was missing, so I had to re-download that. And that's stuff like that is one of the reasons why I stopped playing Modern Warfare. But right now, with no DLC installed on my console, it's 202 gigabytes. And folks, that is with no DLC installed, and we are into Season 6 of Modern Warfare. And they've gone to the steps to where they show you how to take and uninstall it, but then you're going to lose maps if you uninstall that DLC. Let's take a look at these games. Black Ops came out, it was 7.5 gigabytes. That's in 2010. 2011, Modern Warfare 3, 10.8 gigabytes. Our next game, Black Ops 2, 16 gigabytes. Now you don't want to pay attention to the stuff on the bottom. Pay attention up the top of the screen where the orange box is. Ghost, 16.4 gigabytes. Ghost came out in 2013. 2014 we had Advanced Warfare, 53 gigabytes. Now none of these have DLCs on them, so I'm guessing that's why the files are so low. I guess actually I say that than these do. But Black Ops 3, 89.6 gigabytes. Infinite Warfare, 64.6 gigabytes. Well, that's right, because I did have to install the DLC because it had a bonus or something going on. Got this game here, you can't say the name of it. 154.2 gigabytes. 154.2 gigabytes. We got Black Ops 4, 111 gigabytes. Black Ops 4 is a 2018 game. 2019 we got Modern Warfare, 188.8 gigabytes, but that is not correct, folks, because I had to reinstall those two packs I told you I was missing, so now it's 202.6 gigabytes. And I'm going to show you there is no DLC installed. We've got the Modern Warfare beta that was 38.4 gigabytes, and which was shocking, the Black Ops Cold War beta was only 20.9 gigabytes. And here's that picture I was telling you about. Data Pack 2 is missing, and a Survival Pack. I think that's the thing that Xbox had to wait a year for. Maybe it's Special Ops. I have no clue. I couldn't tell you. But the Data Pack 2 should have always been there. But every time you have an update, there's something missing. And one of the things that got on my nerves was the fact is they're constantly doing stuff to Warzone. And then you get an update for the regular game. The first update you get is for Warzone. You have to download that update. Then once you try to go into multiplayer, oh, there's another big update. Like for example, the one time it was like a 40 gigabyte update. And when you downloaded that and you load the game, Warzone worked fine. You go into multiplayer, there was another 18 gigabyte update you had to download for multiplayer. Now what they need to do to fix these problems is they need to take and, if you want to play multiplayer, you download that. You want to play Warzone, you download that. They need to separate these two downloads, and you should not be forced to download Warzone, which is how it is. You get the Call of Duty update, you load the Call of Duty update, and you download it. It is downloading Warzone. It is not downloading anything else. You then have to go back and download a multiplayer update, which really ticks me off and is one of the reasons why I stopped playing this game. So you get into the new consoles, and these files are going to be a lot larger because of the consoles, the software that's on them. They're going to be a lot larger. They need to compress these files. And what I'm getting ready to show you here is absolutely hilarious. After you pay for a DLC, they say, well, you can uninstall that DLC if you want. But what's going to happen is, you uninstall the DLC, you're going to lose the maps that are on that DLC. So that's less maps that you'll have to play on in multiplayer. And there's already an issue with the amount of people that's playing in multiplayer, so you want to take some of the maps away from the people. I'm not kidding you, folks. Take a look at this. Here is the message of the day. Reduce file size. Need space. Delete unused DLC packs. Well, you can't delete the DLC. You know, I hear DLC, I'm thinking of the season content that and everything you purchase that comes with the weapons. It comes with the maps. So not only are you going to lose the maps, you're also going to lose the weapons because they are tied to that DLC pack. So instead of them doing their job and compressing files, they want you to take and delete the files off your system. Now remember, folks, I'm going to show you here in a second, I have no DLC installed. You'll see no DLC packs like you saw in the Black Ops 3. You saw the DLC there. You're not going to see no DLC on my console. This is Season 6. And without DLC, the file size is 202 gigabytes. Now, if I had all 6 seasons installed, who knows what in the hell that size would be. I can't answer that question. All I know is that it's going to be at least, if not more than half of your new hard drive. Here, look at this. Again, you can see here I have everything installed. 2 data packs, the 2 campaign packs, the 3 multiplayer packs, the 2 special ops pack, and the survival pack. Again, I think the survival pack is the thing that, you know, was the exclusive for PlayStation for a year. Do not know, could care less. So I have all this stuff installed. All this stuff here is equaling the 202 gigabytes that's on the console right now. Now, I have an external hard drive, so it really doesn't bother me. I have like 700 or between 600 and 700 gigabytes free on that. But let's take a look at my files for Modern Warfare. Okay, so again, here's all the files. I'll go back up there, didn't mean to slide down. And you can see it's 202 up top, and you can see everything I have here. And none of these files say DLC. So we have 6 seasons of DLC. That it's got maps tied to it, it's got weapons tied to it. That if you want to save space, just uninstall that. How about uninstalling the files for Warzone if you don't play Warzone? That Warzone is taking up a lot larger part of the hard drive of the game. I don't play Warzone. And again, remember, like I said earlier, one of the reasons why I stopped playing this game is because of the file size. You know, they worry more about Warzone than they do multiplayer. And, you know, I'm not the only one that says that. You'll find a lot of YouTubers that say that. A lot of gamers will say that. It's just absolutely insane. Then you have the new consoles coming out. So again, I'm just going to say a rough estimate, 250 to 260 gigabytes is what the current Modern Warfare is. I do not know because I don't have the 6 DLCs installed. Okay? So if I had those installed, I'm saying, you know, I'm sure it's going to be a lot larger than that. But I'm going to think that, okay, every time you get a DLC, they remove stuff. But you got the maps they put in there. So, you know, you got, I guess you got some multiplayer maps. You probably got Warzone stuff in there. So, yeah, so it's, you know, I'm going to say between 250 and 260. So, this one game alone, if you was playing on the new console, would take up half of your hard drive. And here's that kill cam that I got, the 4-piece. I love using a knife. I love hearing people get ticked off when they get killed by the knife. I'm so glad they brought this back. I'm also looking forward to the crossbow because it has flaming arrows. If I read that correctly. But you know, we have all these issues with these games. And I've got a bunch of games on the console, and by far, Call of Duty takes up, you know, the most on my console. Now, I purposely installed those games some time ago for a video I made in the past, but that's the reason why they're still on there. But then again, like I said, I've got a large external hard drive, so I'm not worried about, I'm not hurting for space. If I need space, then I can just take it uninstall them. There's no big deal. But if you run out of space on the Xbox Series S, you know, if you want the effects that the new Xbox is going to give you, you cannot go out and buy a USB hard drive. You are stuck buying a regular 1 terabyte hard drive at over $200. Yes, folks, this hard drive right here is going to cost you over $200. I've seen it $219.99, $239.99. I guess it's probably one of those things where it's going to depend on where you get it. But look at how this hard drive is shaped. They purposely did this to force you to only be able to buy their product that they've got to deal with Seagate. Seagate is the only people that can make this drive. And this plugs into the back of the new console. Now, from what I've been told and what I've read, you can use a USB 3.0 hard drive on the new consoles, but you're not going to get everything, and for the main reason why you bought the new console if you do that, because the SSD drives are a whole lot faster. But this is just absolutely insane. So you need to think really hard. I know everybody's trying to get their hands on the Xboxes and stuff. If you haven't already got one, you really might want to think about getting the Xbox Series X. And, you know, I'm not being paid by Microsoft or anything to say this. I'm just telling you, it just makes more sense. Because if you buy the cheaper console with the 500 terabyte hard drive in it, 512, I think it is, you're going to fill that up with, you know, well, if you play Call of Duty, that's going to take up more than half your hard drive by itself. Because remember, these are bigger files, the graphics are more intense on them, which means they're going to take up more space. And they do not have a history of compressing their files. That's the reason why they want you to delete the DLC that you paid for. So if you delete that DLC, you have less maps to play on. If you are still playing multiplayer, maybe you're not. You're not playing multiplayer, delete it. I'll be honest with you, when Cold War comes out, I'm deleting that. Even though, you know, if I don't get me a new console, I'll be playing Cold War on this console. But I'm still going to delete it even though I don't need the space. just because of the fact I do not want those files on there. But again, you know, just really think about it before you make that purchase. If you do have the option to get the Series X or the Series S, get the Series X, because in the long run you're going to end up paying the other $200 anyway, so you can get the 1 terabyte external hard drive that plugs into the back. So, and I mean, who knows, maybe that was the whole plan from Jump Street, knowing, okay, we'll release this cheaper console. They don't have, you know, the drive in it, the CD-ROM drive in it, so you can play your disc, because it's going to be a digital one. But instead of them just leaving a 1 terabyte hard drive in there, they stuck a 512 gigabyte hard drive in there, knowing that you'll be forced to spend the $200+ to get the external hard drive. Well, there you go, folks. That's some information I want to get out there to you guys. You know, I don't have a huge YouTube channel, but I do. I've always said I made my channel around helping other gamers, and I've always said that. That's how it always is. That's why I do a lot of how-to videos and you know, stuff like that. Because if I can help one person out there do something or get something, it was well worth it. Well, again, thank you for giving me your time. Got any questions, leave them down below if there's something I can help you with. But again, I wouldn't want to waste the money, so I want to make sure that people don't just jump on the console right away. Then, you know, who knows how long down the line, you know, you get, you know, because, you know, you got Halo coming out. I think Halo is going to be another extremely large size game. And if you got Halo and Call of Duty on there, you might come across the point where one of them can't update. Then you have to uninstall the whole game. And then if you uninstall it and you have to re-download it, and if you've got a slow connection, even at some of the fast connections, folks, I've got a really good connection, and I seriously think, you know, I got no proof about this, but I seriously think Microsoft is slowing down people's connections, because there are some games I would download up into the hundreds, and then there's some games I'll be downloading in double digits of the file size that's being downloaded. It makes absolutely no sense. And when that happens, I pause the download, I do a speed test on the computer, I do a speed test on the Xbox, and 9 times out of 10, they are really close to each other. The Xbox is hardwired, the computer is hardwired, so there's no Wi-Fi issue or anything. It makes absolutely no sense. So I really think that they're slowing down these downloads, get people frustrated because they have older consoles, wanting them to buy the newer consoles. That's my theory behind it, because it just doesn't make no sense. Or if we're already having this problem now with these games, when the new consoles come out and you have the new gen game that you got to download, how damn long will that take? It's insane. It's part of the reason why that I've started buying some of my games, not all of them, but some of them digitally, because the fact is you can usually install the game before it comes out. You just can't play it, but you can already have it installed. That's one of the benefits you have by installing it digitally instead of going out and get a copy. If you're getting a collector's edition or a steel bookcase or something like that, I can understand that. But if you're just getting a basic game, or, you know, like the ultimate package for Cold War, so it comes with the season pass and everything, and the characters and all that stuff, no sense buying that in a box that you're going to put your disc in your Xbox and the box is going to sit on the shelf collecting dust. just doesn't make sense. Or maybe, if you stream video games, you can have it sitting behind you. I don't know. That kind of stuff doesn't, I could care less about it. I really can. What I do care about is wasting $200 when I could have prevented it up front. Again, thank you for giving me your time. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, insightful, please smash that like button. And also, I'll be bringing a lot of zombie content. I cannot wait, folks. Like I said, I used to play a lot of zombies in the past, and didn't like the way the road that they went down. And I'm glad they are back to where they're at. It's like a flashback almost. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me your time. I really do appreciate it. This is the Bulldozer. Get your killing on, and I'm out of here.